Greetings ladies and gents, and welcome back to my channel once again. My name is Alex, and in today's video I want to talk about spending money on things that you don't need. Oh yes, let's face it, we all do it. We all wish we could save more, we all wish that we could invest more, but at the end of the day it just ends up in a mess a lot of times. And I say this because right now we just finished 2021 and then we're starting a new year, 2022, and there's many people that probably they put their target, right, their goals at the end of 2021, at the beginning of the year they said, hey, I will do this, I will save this much money, I will invest in this, I will buy an apartment, I will buy this, I will invest in crypto. And at the end of the day, you realize that, oh, whoops, I spent too much on things that I don't need. Spending too much money on bullshit. Oh yes. This is the thing. I live in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Here there's quite a lot of consumerism going on. I would say, especially if you are earning a bit of money, and it's a bit comparable, I would say, to US. I mean, in the US population, I think they're the most consumer-oriented people. Like, money goes around a lot in their economy. This is good for a few reasons, in a few regards. This is good. Money has to go and come back. Money has to spin around. It's one of the pillars of economy, right? But for the individual, at an individual level, I would say it's not wise. At the end of the day, everybody does what they want with their own money, absolutely. But if you want to get ahead in life, you have to make sacrifices, personal sacrifices. And I would say I'm quite a frugal person myself. I don't spend money on stuff that I don't need. Whenever I go shopping, I have something in mind. I need a new pair of jeans. I go to the shop, I buy the new pair of jeans, just like that. And then I return back home. It has happened many times without any additional purchases. You must admit, if you go buy a pair of jeans, you might like those shoes, and then you might go to the electronics shop nearby to buy maybe a new iPad or an Instax Mini for your Instagram. There's so many things, You might stay for an ice cream, and then you might go for dinner, because why not? And at the end of the day, why not let's go out and party for a little bit? I try to apply reason in my life. I try to apply logic, and yeah, I'd say most of the time it's good. It's a positive thing. And it's all about perspective. Like, I don't feel the need to party a lot, to go for dinners, to spend money on expensive clothes. I don't like designer things. Like, they're the same as, like, this t-shirt, probably it was like 20 dirhams. It doesn't really matter, if it has a logo on it or it doesn't have a logo on it. And many times, if you want to buy things with a logo on it, like designer clothes, there's so many outlets that they sell them for very cheap if you just open your eyes. Now, one of the most important things, avoid temptations. I live in an environment with a lot of girls. Many of them, they're more susceptible to brands, for example, than personally I am. And they might fall in love with a certain bag, and then they might go for it, even the bag is a lot of money. And I just give this example because I see this example myself. Those things, they might get in the way of fulfilling a certain financial objective that you set for your new year. The first pillar would be, yes, indeed, avoid temptations. Another thing, as I just said before with the jeans example, prioritize the shopping. Make a shopping list, respect that list, and try not to deviate oneself from that list. Try to go for the objective, get the objective, come back. And I say this, but there's so many malls here in UAE, in the United Arab Emirates. There's so many malls everywhere, and they all have discounts. They set the price. So maybe I want to buy that bag or something. I want to buy some shoes. They are 500 dirhams, but they will put the price 500 dirhams down from 700. So it's a trick. They all use the tricks. Oh yes. And I understand, it's capitalism. Of course, you have this kind of things, and people, obviously, they fall for it. Now, Another good thing, if you wanna not spend money on bullshit, would be to compare the value of the item you want to buy with the actual time you are working for it. Let's say if you make per day 100 dirhams, and I'm talking about dirhams now because I live in UAE, you make 100 dirhams per day and you want to buy an item that is 200 dirhams that cost 2 days of your life, right, of work. If you think like this is quite difficult, right? It's a difficult purchase. If you make 1,000 dirhams per day and then you have to buy a 200 dirhams piece, it's a bit better, right? It sounds a bit better. That's obviously high salary if you earn that much. It's good to compare your work time with the price of the item you want to purchase to avoid that kind of temptation, to make you realize, okay, do I really need this, or it's really an expense that I don't really need, you know? There is a saying, we want to buy the things that we don't need to impress the people we don't like, or something like that. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching this video. Just a bit of a rant. Myself, I'm quite a budget kind of person and I want to stay this way. I just save my money, I invest it, and yeah, all right, this is it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Until next time.